Okay, so I think in the previous video we have seen how we can move our character back to the home resource building, but we had a small bug which is something like this. Like if you check with this farming girl, she is harvesting, and once it was finished, she is not reaching towards to this specific target resource, right? um, so I think we can do maybe a debug first, like here. So I'll maybe create a new debug rule for this move to resource building behavior tree task as well. So we can go to the BP worker base, worker debug. So this is the structure, which is a character debug. So under the data and structs, you have this is character debug, and I'll create a new variable which is a character debug record, and it should be show move to resource building location. And yeah, that's it. And as the default value, maybe I'll choose, I don't know, maybe something like this, some color like this. Okay. And in the behavior tree task move to resource building, yeah, instead of this thing I will yeah, I will delete this thing and maybe get, or let's say get break the character debug, and I need to break this thing, right? So I can hide this one and split struct and attach like this. Okay, and in the worker, let's compile and make this debug point active, right? So it should spawn a debug sphere with respect to the target location of the resource building, right? Which is this target location, right? Captured over here. Okay, so let's play. Okay, now here you can't see a debug pointer. Actually, it has been spawned probably underneath this actor, right? So maybe if I disable this, for instance, right? So just the visibility, you can see this is the debug pointer, right? This is the debug target of that target location. But why it isn't moving? Because in here we have this logic, and we are checking this one works, but in here we are checking uh, uh, this work acceptance range, right? And we are taking the minimum value out of it. So I think this is the position that our worker is failing, right? Um, right. So maybe let's try to print this value. Yeah, actually I think ideally we need to have a better target location, right? Because if I simulate it again, so you can see she's harvesting, and the location was actually wrong, right? Because you remember our bug acceptance range was in here, but the target location is capturing over here. Maybe that's the issue, because if you check uh, the the range that bug can move, this is not a viable target location, right? This is not a reachable, this target location is not within the reachable range. That's why it's keep failing. So we need a location within this range, right? Therefore we can go to the BP worker base, and instead of directly getting the target at a location like this, we can get the work acceptance range, and we can actually take a random point in the bounding box. No, actually, yeah, we don't need that as well. We need get acceptance range and get the actual location. Yeah, get world location of this actor as the origin, and let's get the box extent, which is the scaled box extent, as the box extent, and it will return some value, and we can plug that value over here as the target location, right? So now let's see whether we can detect a valid target location over here instead of this inside this thing, right? Yep, it's detecting and even move to the correct position. So you can see even the debug pointer is visualizing correctly, right? The debug pointer is also valid, and she is moving to the resource building work acceptance range. And also I think the miner also will do the same. Yeah, he has been moved to the correct position. So maybe I can simulate it again and show it to you how it works. Yeah, he start mining, and after that, yeah, reach into the correct position. Similarly, I think for yeah, lumberman also should work properly, but yeah, you see it as well. Yep, he's moving to the correct position. Great. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to cover. So that's our bug fix. So I'll disable this debug pointer. So this is just for the demonstration purposes, right? And yeah, so that's the bug fix. So our characters are working properly and moving towards to the resources as well as the resource building work acceptance trains bureaucracy, right? Yeah, so that's a quick bug fix, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. So thank you.